Okay, this morning we're gonna do a pre-trip for a Freightliner with a Detroit engine. First thing we would do is walk up to our truck, look up under our truck, make sure there's no puddles on the ground, which would indicate a leak. Next, we're gonna look at our truck to make sure that it's not leaning from side to side. This would indicate a suspension problem. Then we're gonna go here. My cab lights are amber in color, working properly. My windshield is not cracked. Clean, free with legal stickers. Wiper arms have the proper tension. Wiper blades are not cracked or brittle. My monitoring devices are tight and secure and adjusted for me. Headlights are clear in color. High and low beam working properly. My marker light, four-way flasher, turn signal, are all amber in color. Now we're gonna pull the cab over and do under the hood. I'm gonna walk around to my right side. We have my washer reservoir. This is where I would check and add if needed. Top is tight and secure, is at the proper operating range. My radiator hose is not cut or leaking. We'll walk around to the driver's side of the truck. This is my radiator reservoir. Top is tight and secure. It is at the proper operating level. If I need to add, I would add here. This is where I would add my oil. This is where I would check my oil to make sure it's at the proper operating range. Power steering reservoir. This is where I would check and add if needed. Top is tight and secure and at the proper operating level. My air hoses have no cuts and no budges, are not leaking. My steering linkage has no more than 2 degrees or 10 degrees or 2 inches of play. All my knuckles have locking pins. My steering gearbox is tight and secure, no missing bolts or nuts. My pitman arm is tight and secure with bolts tight. My pitman arm is not cracked or weld. My drag link is not bent or damaged. It is secured by a castle nut and cotter pin on both ends. My shocks are not leaking. My spring mount is tight and secure, no missing bolts. My springs have no missing leaves, not cracked or weld. My U-bolts are all tight and secured by nuts on the bottom side. My spring hang mount is working properly. My frame is not cracked or weld. My air hose, ABS line, have no cuts and no budges. My steering knuckle, which comes out from your wheel, has no cuts, no cracks or welds. I have no brake contaminants. My tires have no cuts or budges on either side. My tire tread depth can be no less than 4/32. Tire pressure has to be at least 100 psi. My rims are not cracked or weld. My lug nuts are all present. There is no trace of rust or shiny metal. My valve stem is tight and secure. Also has a valve cap on it. My marker light, four-way flasher, turn signal, amber in color, working properly. My monitoring device is properly attached to my door. It is clean, free with legal stickers and adjusted for me. My door opens and closes firmly. Inside of here, I would have my batteries. There is no excessive corrosion or no bare wears on my batteries. This is where I would add and check my DEF. It is at the proper operating range on my dash to make a trip. My steps are clean, free of debris. Inside of here, I have my 3 reflective triangles and a fully charged fire extinguisher in the green, ABC fire extinguisher. My fuel cap is tight and secure. This is where I would add fuel. My fuel straps are tight, no missing bolts and not dragging the ground. My emergency and service line is properly attached to my tractor. My reflector tape is on the back of my cab. My electrical line is not dragging, no bare wires. My Emergency and service lines are properly attached to my trailer. My emergency line is overlapping my air line so it won't drag on my catwalk. My catwalk is free of debris. All my cross members are there. My frame is not cracked. No illegal welds, no illegal holes. Now we're gonna go to my fifth wheel. It's under here. My fifth wheel is not cracked or weld. There's no space between my apron and my fifth wheel. My apron is not bent or damaged. My release and lock arm is in the lock position. My locking pins to my fifth wheel slide is in the lock position. My fifth wheel mounting bolts are all present. My platform bolts are all present, none missing. My kingpin is not bent or damaged. My shank is locked around my kingpin in the lock position. My mud flap is the proper distance from the ground. I have reflector tape on the back of my mud flaps hanger. My tail light, turn signal, four-way flasher, and brake lights are red in color, working properly. I have the proper distance between my mud flap and my landing gear. My landing gear is working properly. All my cross members are present, none missing. This is a 2-speed crank. This is high and low. My crank handle is in the lock position. My frame on my trailer is not cracked or weld. All my cross members on my trailer are present, non-broke or welded. Reflector tape on over 50% of my trailer. My marker light, turn signal, four-way flasher, amber in color, working properly, left and right. Gonna come on back to my trailer. My trailer locking pins are in the lock position. My release and lock arm is in the lock position. My marker light on the corner of my trailer is red in color, working properly. I'm gonna come to the back of my trailer. I have reflector tape on the back of my trailer. I also have reflector tape on my ICC bumper. Tail light, turn signal, four-way flasher and brake lights, all red in color, working properly. My tags are mounted and up to date. My tag light is clear in color. Everything that I mentioned on the left side of my trailer will be as though the same on my right side of my trailer. This concludes my pre-trip inspection.